This video is not intended for you to substitute or add into your own training. Please get a professional to look over your specific needs before taking any of this information into your own daily activity. This video is for my clients to help give them a better understanding on what their body might be going through at said time and why I program the way that I program. Now, there's many different scenarios and things that can come into consideration that I'm not going to go into depth with. You should end this video with at least the knowledge to know why the things are happening in your body when you are focusing on said areas. I will be breaking these videos down into 3 different categories so that you can watch the short form and get specific information tailored to what you might be going through or the information that you're looking for. And there will be the main video, which will have it all out in its entirety, that you can watch start to finish to get all of the information without breaking. Before we go into the triangle that I've drawn up here, I'm going to focus on the X and Y axes. So starting at the 0 point here, if we're going up towards the cardio side, we're enhancing our cardiovascular fitness, or that should be the main goal. If we're going across the other axis here, we're focusing on strength or hypertrophy of the skeletal muscles for our body. Now, let's say that you don't strength train and you don't do any cardio yourself. No matter what somatotype you are, whether you are skinny and you're wanting to put on size, whether you are overweight and you're wanting to shrink yourself down, or whether you're generally a fit looking guy like the mesomorphs and you just want to change and get a little bit smaller or bigger in things like that, you can, just with nutrition alone, focus on these. This goes into things like daily caloric intake, your own basal metabolic rate. I highly recommend get a professional to give you more information on. You can adjust the macronutrient levels. You always have to get the micronutrient levels in, otherwise you will end up sick. And you can play around and fluctuate with that to determine whatever body that you want. How would that look? If I wasn't doing any resistance training and I wasn't doing any cardio, I just wanted to lose weight on the scales. Now, if I am what the industry calls a hard gainer or a ectomorph somatotype, then first of all, I want to make sure that I'm actually getting real and well-sourced and farmed foods. Making a broad statement here, but if it comes in a packet, if you get it around the center of a supermarket or a shopping center, if it's had stuff added to it with additives, sauces, salt, sugar, spices in that from a company, it probably isn't the best thing that we can be having. You want to really focus on making sure that we are eating above our basal metabolic rate each day. If you fall below it, that's where we're not going to be able to put on any size, strength, weight. If your calories are a touch over your daily needs, you will put on size, you will get stronger, you will move in the direction that you want on the scales. On the other side of a spectrum, if we're more an endomorphic type person or on the larger side and you're wanting to shrink down, again, only on the scales, without doing any cardio or any resistance training, this can be done with your food as well. Swap around, you eat just under. If you drop too under the basal metabolic rate, your body's not getting the nutrients that it needs. Eventually you're going to get sick. You may start going in the direction that you think you want to be going in because the scale's going down, but I can guarantee you in the long run, this is not a place that you want to be. And I see many, many, many people go down that route, which has, for one, inspired this video to come out. If the daily eating that you're doing is a little bit lower than the daily expenditure, you will drop weight, you will start to move into the direction that you want to be going. And because it is such a small gap, you're probably still getting the nutrients that the body requires on a day-to-day basis for all the functions that it does, as long as you are consuming real, well-sourced and farmed foods.